Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, The Math Pad, and today we're going to do some advanced level questions for sine and cosine rule. So if you look at the first question, it says a triangle has sides of length 2 centimeters, 8 centimeters, and 9 centimeters. Calculate the value of the largest angle in this triangle. So if we draw a triangle over here, and let's call this 2 centimeters, 8 centimeters, 9. Now, when it says find the largest angle corresponds to the largest side, which means this will be our largest angle, the angle that we need to find. So what we do is, based on the information given, as you know from the previous video, we discussed that when all three lengths are given, it means we need to apply the cosine rule. Now, the cosine rule has the formula of a squared equals to b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cos of a, and this can be manipulated based on what the missing information is, whether we find value of b, value of c, or angles a, b, or. So in our case, since we need to find an angle, so the formula we'll be using is cos of a equals to a squared minus b squared minus c squared divided by negative 2b. So a is going to be 9, b is going to be 8, c is going to be 2. So that is going to be 9 squared minus 8 squared minus 2 squared over negative 2 times 8 times 2. Plug this to the calculator to find the value of this fraction. So that's going to be 81 minus 64, 4 divided by negative 32. That gives us negative 0.40625. We find cos inverse of negative 0.40625. And that gives us 130.7, which can be rounded off to 140 degrees. And if we go to the next question, it says calculate PR. Basically, this is our answer. So if you look at the information given, we have all three angles and we have the length of P. We have to find Q. R is on. So if you remember from the previous video, when we have one complete set of angle and length, it means we can apply the sine rule. Because for the cosine rule, we either need all three lengths or we need two lengths and the angle between them. Since this does not fall for the condition for a cosine rule formula, so we automatically go to the sine rule. If you remember, sine rule had the formula of a over sine of angle A equals to b over sine of b equals to c over sine of angle. So since we have angle P and the length of P, so we do 12.5 over sine 66 equals to Q over sine 37. Cross multiply and make Q the subject of the equation. So 12.5 times sine 37 over sine 66 equals to Q. Plug this in the calculator, so 12.5 times sine 37 divided by sine 6. That gives you 8.23 centimeters. That is your value of Q, PR, whatever you want to call it. Question 3 says that the diagram shows three ships A, B, and C at sea. AB is given as 5 kilometers, BC is 4.5 kilometers, and AC is 2.7 kilometers. Calculate angle ACB and show all your wording. So as you can see, since we have all three lengths, which means we can use the cosine. So since we can use the cosine, then we have to find the angle. So we'll do cos of C equals to C squared minus A squared minus B squared over negative 2AB. Plug in the values. C squared, so C is 5, A is 4.5, and B is 2.7. 5 squared minus 4.5 squared minus 2.7 squared divided by negative 2 times 4.5 times 2.7. Plug this calculator and find value of fraction. So that's going to be 5 squared minus 4.5 squared minus 2.7 squared divided by negative 2 times 4.5 times 7 to 0.1045. We take cos inverse of that. Which gives us 84. 84 degrees is your value for the angle ACB. Then part B says the bearing of A from C is 220. Find the bearing of B from C. So A from C is 220, which is this is 220. Calculate the bearing of B from C. So we draw our compass at C. Yeah, draw our compass at C. So here, and we know that this angle over here, this is 84. The one that. So we have to calculate the bearing of B from C. So if we subtract 84 from 220, that gives us the bearing of B. So bearing of B from C equals to 220 minus 84. So if we subtract 220 from, we subtract 84 from 220, that gives us 166 degrees. That is your answer. Now, question number 4. Question number 4 says the diagram shows 3 points P, Q, and R on horizontal ground. PQ is 50 meters, PR is 100 meters. Angle PQR is given as 140 degrees. Calculate angle PRQ. So we have to find this angle. So what we're going to do is, as you can see, we have one angle and one length I can set for a point, Q. So we can use sine rule. So we'll do 100 over sine 150 equals to 50 over sine of angle R. So cross multiply and make sine of subjects. That's 50 sine of 1 divided by 100. Plug it in the calculator. So that's going to be 100. So sine of angle R is 0.32139. And then we take sine inverse of this. That gives you 18.75, which can be basically round to 9. Then part B is saying the bearing of R from Q is 100 degrees. Find the bearing of P from R. So R from Q is 100. Draw the compass Q. R from Q. So this is 100. They want us to find the bearing of P from R. So for P from R, we draw the compass at R. We know this angle over here is, so if this is 100, that this is 100. Why? Because parallel lines have equal alternate angles. Actually, yeah, this is 100. So if we subtract 19 from 100, that would give us this other part of the angle. So this then, so this over here then becomes 81. Yeah, this is 81, this is 9. So if we need to find the bearing of P from R, that's all of this. So bearing of P from R would be the sum of 180 and 81, which gives us 261 degrees. That is your bearing. For question 5, it says triangle ABC, AB is 2x, AC is x, BC is 21, and the BAC is 20, and we have to find the value of x. Okay, so we have been given all 3 lengths, and we have been given 1. So which means we can use the cosine rule to find the value of x. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 21 whole square equals to 2x whole square plus x whole square minus 2 times 2x times x times cos of 120. So what we're going to do is we're going to solve this equation, keep it in terms of x values. 21 square or 41 equals to 4x square plus x square minus 4x square, and cos of 120 is negative 0.5. So 441 equals to 5x square plus 2x square, which is 7 square here. 441 divided by 7, square root that. So that is 7.93 centimeters. That is your value of x. If you have any questions or confusions about any of these questions that we did, or like the sine, cosine rule, just let me know in the comments below and I'll help you out.